In the mid-2000s, you couldn't turn on a TV without seeing a man in silver chains and heavy eyeliner walking on water or levitating between buildings. Criss Angel was more than a magician. He was the Mindfreak, a cultural phenomenon who brought a gritty, gothic, vintage energy to an art form that had become a bit too top hat and rabbit for the MTV generation. But as we navigate May 2026, that once perpetual TV presence has largely faded into the background of mainstream media. If you've been wondering why the man who once dominated the airwaves seems to have vanished, the answer isn't a simple disappearing act. It's a complex clash between personal evolution, a changing industry, and a deeply moving human reality. 1. The Vegas Fortress. The first hidden truth is that Criss didn't actually leave, he just moved his kingdom. Like many legends before him, he realized that the grind of mass-produced television specials couldn't compete with the stability of a Las Vegas residency. He traded the nomadic life of street magic for a permanent home at Planet Hollywood. In 2026, he is less of a TV star and more of a mogul. He realized that owning the theater and the show is a perfect way to build a legacy that lasts longer than a 30-minute episode. He didn't disappear. He just stopped coming to your living room because he wanted you to come to his. 2. A heartbreaking human reality. Beyond the business, there is a much more grounded, human touch to his absence from the spotlight. In 2015, his young son, Johnny Christopher, was diagnosed with leukemia. This was a real-world tragedy that no illusion could fix. Criss stepped away from the cameras to be a father. He channeled his Mindfreak energy into the Johnny Christopher Children's Charitable Foundation. Seeing a man known for his dark persona become a beacon of light for pediatric cancer research is perhaps the most perfect trick he's ever performed. It changed his frequency. He no longer needed the roar of a TV audience when he was fighting for his son's life. 3. The Clash of Magic Eras. Let's be honest, the 2006 aesthetic, the long hair, the leather vests, and the nu metal soundtrack hit a bit differently in 2026. Modern magic has moved toward the casual vibe of social media stars or the high-tech psychological thrillers of performers like Darren Brown. Criss Angel is a theatrical, grand-scale performer. There was a bit of a stylistic clash with the TikTok era. Instead of fighting to stay trendy, he chose to remain a vintage icon for those who appreciate the spectacle. The ultimate reinvention. I honestly believe that Criss Angel's disappearance is actually his greatest success. In my opinion, most celebrities burn out trying to stay relevant in a world that has moved on. Criss did something smarter. He matured. He realized that being a Mindfreak was a young man's game, but being a father and a Vegas titan is a life's work. He traded the mass-produced fame for a human legacy. He proved that the most perfect magic isn't walking on water, it's knowing when to walk away from the cameras to focus on what actually matters. When you think of the mid-2000s magic boom, do you miss the high-stakes, Mindfreak spectacles? Or do you prefer the more grounded, human magic we see on social media today? Let me know your thoughts.